We all want to always bring our mind to thinking of going back to the roots. If anything you want to learn from our sessions or the way we approach things, and if you want to really get to reprogram things, you always need to have this habit. How do I keep going back to the roots? What is that at the beginning? What made it so important that people had to name a whole festival around it? And then you'll start to get enlightened. You start to open up your own knowledge system and you start to download new information that can completely change your life. Earlier, we were not having these elaborate careers. We were not businessmen. We were not corporate individuals. We were not homemakers like this kind of homemakers, where we have a lifestyle, where we have a society, an image to keep, and so many things. We did not have all this. We were really wild. You want to understand, we are coming from the jungles. We are as good as we were as good as animals. So if we were living wild with the trees, the only occupation we had was farming. Farming was the greatest thing to do, and the most you were occupied with that activity all the time. It was very difficult. You were farming by your own self, no great tools, no great machines. So it really was hard, labor intensive, took a lot of time, and it was a community effort. And that is also one of the reasons that communities started getting created. Why we became a social animal? Because the kind of things we needed required us to come together to protect ourselves, to grow the food, to make our shelters. All of this required us to come together. How do you keep a community together? By creating one single mindset. So let's go back to this time when we were all nomadic, tribal. We were all living with the animals. We were doing this food gathering, and food creating was the only way of life. There's nothing else. There was nothing else. Either you're working on the field or you're doing something that helps farming, like you're creating tools, you're making these carts or something, you're tending to animals, but everything is focused towards farming as a focus. Even your homes and your daily life, your lifestyle is focused like that. Why am I emphasizing so much on this? Because it has to start and spark an imagination in you, what I'm saying. Till the time you don't realize, especially some young people who are with us, they can't immediately get it, who have never done any farming, that what it means to be on the field. It's very labor intensive. Even few hours of work makes your whole day feel so complete, right? You must have experienced it. You spend a couple of hours working on the field and you feel amazing. You feel so complete. You don't feel like doing anything else. This is how earlier people were living. They were not needed to do other fascinating things to feel complete or feel joyous. Now we come to the epic. So in this session, we want to cover why Diwali started getting created. So there are many stories that you must know. One, of course, the most famous, not the most, one of the most famous, is how Ram overcame evil, right? And brought Sita home and defeated Ravan, and we celebrate Diwali in that. Yeah. So you can put in the chat which of the stories you know and you are connected to. So we all know what is a major corpus. So some people know this aspect of Diwali, that this is defeat of evil by Ram and coming back of the hero home, and we are celebrating that. Another very famous story or reason of celebrating Diwali is when Krishna killed a demon, and that demon was actually one of his son. So, but he overcome that and he killed a demon and he freed so many prisoners. So that kind of overcoming of, again, another type of evil is also one of the reasons why we celebrate Diwali, why we know about Diwali. So Diwali is not just about Diwali, it is about these 5 days with Dhanteras and Lakshmi Puja and so many rituals, 5 days that we do. And it is a built up of towards the lunar cycle, that's the eclipse, that's the no moon day. So I'm talking about Diwali on the whole because without understanding Diwali, you cannot understand Dhanteras so easily. So Diwali is also one celebration where, because it was one event and then we created these 4 5 days of ritual to make an intensity to understand and celebrate this amazing festival of Diwali. So another story is where Mahavir got enlightened. So you can see that every ideology, every philosophy has tried to make this time of the year important. Can you catch that? So Jainism speaks about how Mahavir got enlightened at this time. And then there is another story where uh, uh, I think Narad and Lakshmi got married. Vishnu and Lakshmi got married. So, there are so many takes on this, so many takes on this. And then Dhanteras. Dhanteras is when Vishnu, who is called Dhanvanti, I don't know if you've heard this word or you understand this word. I explain you. As Dhanvanti, he emerged for the first time. And at that time, Dhan, that is wealth, what we call Dhan, today we call it wealth. Earlier, Dhan was actually associated with health. So Dhanvanti, when you say Dhanvanti, Dhanvanti was actually the god of Ayurveda, like a medicine man. So he would speak about health and he would teach about keeping good health. And he emerged on Dhanteras. So it's the 13th day in the lunar cycle, just before the new moon. So we celebrate this Dhanteras on our way to Diwali. So on Diwali, evil was overcome by light, by righteousness, and everything before that is a built up to that. Okay, so you want to understand this. There's another amazing story about Dhanteras where one of the king was profited to die just before Diwali, and his wife, she pulled a lot of gold and silver on the gate of her room, on the door of her room, and a snake was supposed to bite this prince, but he got mesmerized by the glitter of the gold and he changed his path. So we started praying to gold. So all these fascinating and amazing stories, I can keep saying these stories. I love stories and I keep reading so many stories. And these are amazing stories because you never forget it. All these stories I told you, you'll never forget it. But let's try to understand why are they saying these stories. Now let's come to the real thing. We are living in the northern hemisphere of the planet. All right. So pay attention to what I'm saying. We are living in the northern hemisphere of the planet. In India, we celebrate Diwali, and this amazing auspicious occasion is majorly as a climatic reason. All festivals that we have more or less have a climatic reason, have a weather or climatic reason to teach us or to make us ready for a new season, ready for a different type of climate, ready for a different type of onset, a cosmic onset, right? How many people understand what I'm saying, right? So we are in the northern hemisphere, and Diwali, the time of Diwali, is the darkest time of the year, right? You know this? Throughout the year, this time of the year, calendar wise, is one of the darkest time of the year because we are starting to now go further away from the sun. We are all revolving around the sun. After this time, for the next couple of months, we are going to be further away from the sun. We have just started. So as this movement is going on, life on earth in this area, for us especially, becomes slow. Winter is coming up, life becomes slow. And one of the most interesting things, you can call it a coincidence. There's no coincidences, there's only reasons for us to understand that after this period, if you try to put seeds in the farm, they don't really sprout. For the next couple of months, the probability of your seed sprouting goes very low because the energy in the atmosphere is very low cosmically. So the farmers don't want to waste their time, energy, and resources to put seeds in the land which are not even going to sprout. Everywhere the energy goes low, in the winter time, the brain also works slow, body works slow. In fact, all animals, if suppose you were an animal, most of the animals will do hibernation. Bears will do hibernation, snakes will do hibernation, even cockroaches do hibernation, lizards do hibernation. All animals are known to do hibernation. If you don't know what is hibernation, hibernation means a elongated phase of sleep, not your everyday sleep, but they switch off their system. They literally switch off their system as much as 6 months. The Scorpio can actually do it for 1 year. So there are these phenomenal ideas of way of life they can do is they go into hibernation. Rather than wasting energy, they sleep, slumber, and then they wait for the summer. They wait for prosperity to come back in energy wise. Then they can get out. So they're not using their body heat. They're not wasting their body heat. And this is something similar we also do. We experience the same thing. So during Diwali, the idea is now the things are going to go slower, nights are going to get longer, and if your brain becomes slow, you're not going to be alert, and evil, what they call evil, or mundane tasks or activities that don't really bring you immediate benefit or actually cause damage to people around you, these are called evils. When you have nothing amazing or proactive to do, you get into evil thoughts. So there's a story of light destroying evil. It's a metaphor for be alert that we are the light people and we don't want to condone to evil activities, even though a slow time or a dark time is coming, you keep your light alive. And that is what this diya is. So Dipavali is also another way of saying a long line. Vali means a long line of diyas, deep. So a long line of deep we create around our house. Earlier, there's no electricity. So the significance of diyas were even more, people resonate and understand the meaning of diya even more deeply. Or else they would go to sleep by 6 or 7 o'clock. It's not like how we burn the midnight oil every day. For them, burning a diya throughout the night is significant because they're using oil, which is a very important resource for them. So it has a significance. In fact, during Diwali or during this time, one of the main rituals to follow, people don't understand or follow, is the crackers that they burst in the night. Is also significant. It's not just to have entertainment, and definitely not these fancy firecrackers we have which pollute everything, sound, air, light. But the real reason of firecrackers was to keep us awake. Don't sleep, don't oversleep. Bang, bang. And it is not to be bursted in the middle of the night when people are about to sleep. It was actually supposed to be bursted 4:30 in the morning in the Brahma Muhurat to wake you up so that people can get up. Because when the body is, and we did not have such insulated house, it was really cold. And especially if you go in a northern or hilly region, the coldness really sets in very thick. So you can just find a corner and not get out of it. So the bang is to wake up the mind. Hey, get up. The sun is going to come in sometime. Meditate, do something, get active, eat something, and get on with your day so you can consume the whole energy. Whatever limited sun we get, consume it. And this is how all rituals get connected to each other. There's a deep meaning and reason. And this is what we need to do also in our business. Also, we need to do in our life. Also, we need to do with how we relate with people, with a reason, with a purpose, with some mindfulness. If you start to understand these simple things that I'm sharing with you, you can take this into your own business and start creating rituals that enlighten your business, that make people who are working with you get a meaning out of it. Look into your ecosystem, that where is the dull moment, where is the high moment, how can you turn the dull moment into celebration, what are the rituals, what is the diya that you can light in your business, what is the sweet that you can share with people whom you're working with. So another thing about sharing in Diwali is sweets is not just about making each other feel happy. Of course, because there is nothing to do, the community needs to come together. But one of the main things is all the sweets are made up of ghee and dry fruits, which prepare you for the upcoming winter or the slumber area. I hope all of you are getting it. Yeah, just put in the chat if you're getting it, you're understanding what I'm saying. And if you have any questions so far, you can ask me. You can even open your mic or you can just put in the chat and just let me know how's it going. Because after this, what I'm going to share is something that is a vantage point you never thought of. So I'm just making your mind prepared. If you understand what I'm doing, what I'm saying, now you're on board with me. Yes, yes. All right, super. Yeah. So all of you be very, very alert. Make sure you have your precious gold, silver, anything precious you have around you, wear it, keep it around you. We're going to be doing activation of this special metal. It's a metal, gold, silver, it's a metal. This special metal, we're going to activate it. So why am I pronouncing metal or why am I highlighting the metal aspect? I'll come to it very soon. We're going to use a meditation to energize it, and so that energy can keep coming back to us whenever we need it. Right? Super. So let's come to Dhanteras, the whole focus, the idea of today, the approaching festival that's tomorrow, Dhanteras. And it's such an exciting time to buy gold, buy gifts, and especially do Lakshmi Puja. You start to clean the house, you start to pray to money, you start to do so many amazing things around your wealth idea, especially. Yeah. So take this Dhanteras as a moment to change your life forever, especially your financial life. This Dhanteras, let's all commit to ourselves that in the coming year, we are going to achieve all our financial aspirations 100%. Even in the meditation, I'm going to put this with you, but prepare yourself that in this Dhanteras, you're going to promise yourself by next Dhanteras, whatever is my target, I am going to achieve it. And let that firecracker go off in your mind. All right. So coming to Dhanteras, as we said earlier, Dhanteras comes from the idea of Dhanvanti when he emerged, and he speaks about giving health, because earlier Dhan was health. Having good health, people would die in their 20s and 30s. This elongated or longevity that we experience now is a boon of the modern life, which we don't really appreciate so much. We should, because earlier going past your 30s was a big deal. Was a big deal. Even when we got liberated, this is not even thousands of years, just recently, when we got our independence, if 1 out of 4 child after birth would survive, was a big reason for celebration. We had such low medical care. It was just non-existent. That's why people used to get married earlier. They can easily call it taboo and illegal and so many bad things, and it is. It should not be that way, because now we are so much more aware, and we have so much thing to do. But earlier, getting married early in age was just a reason to survival. If you cross your age of 30, that's a big deal. Big deal. So earlier, health was the wealth. Having health, everything in these rituals is about creating good health. And over the years, we've realized that if you have wealth, you have good health. If you have prosperity, you have the security, and you're able to manage a good, decent life. And it makes sense. And that is also what we also focus on. If you have your financial freedom, then and only then you can really have your spiritual freedom, because or else you're just thinking about your task in your mind, and there's no freedom. It's just a word. So, how does Dhanteras, why do we celebrate Dhanteras, and why should it become important for us? As business people and people who are interested in making ambitious careers, and especially all of you who are here are having a single topic in focus is money. If you want to make money important for you, if you want to make money flow in your life, if you want to make yourself a magnet to money, you need to understand about money from all aspects. That money is an energy. Diwali is about energy. Dhanteras is about energy. Cleaning the house is about freeing the energy. One of the biggest thing to do on Dhanteras is audit, is accounting. You need to sit down and do all your accounts, what income you got, what expense you did, and you do your financial planning for the next year. Because when the summer comes, the farms are on and you're at work. This is the time people sit down and do their accounting. That's why we celebrate New Year at Diwali, because it's starting a new phase. It's the end of one and it's a starting of something new. So you also can celebrate it like your own personal financial year. Do your audit. Check where you're losing money, check where you're wasting money, check where your assets are, check how your investments are going. Check all of that. So this brings reflection on money. This brings you to focus on this important aspect of money and give it the attention it needs, give it the kind of sincere reflection it needs. That is one important part, one important ritual of Dhanteras that you must do. Of course, other than doing puja and arti and auspicious rituals, the action is what is going to bring result. The action of cleaning your house and your accounts is going to free energy and bring the results. Another thing about Dhanteras is gifting. We gift each other precious metals, or we buy for ourselves, especially precious gold, silver. Earlier, before gold and silver, people were actually even buying brass, bronze, brass, tamba. So it's because that is a precious metal for us. And we were actually buying utensils. Some of the people whom I know here would know this. And if you don't know, you can ask about it. It's not the gold and silver part of it only. It's about gold and silver plates, spoons, and bowls. How many people knew this? Dhanteras is about buying not just gold coins or gold jewelry. It's about buying gold, silver plate or gold plate, spoon, and bowls. Why is that? Metals, these auspicious, energetic metals, have a phenomenal power in our life. That's why we wear gold chain. We have gold around us, always touching our hand, touching our skin. It's one of those metals that can absorb energy and give us, yes, for good health, right? So when we eat in silver plate, silver spoon with golden plate, golden spoon, or even brass, each time food will get contact with it, the properties of gold, silver, and these amazing metals get into the food, and we are able to consume it. Yeah, you might know it, or that in Ayurvedic medicines, they actually put gold. You know, they actually, if you go to these Veds, if you go to these Ayurvedic medicines, they actually put silver and gold in the medicine, raw silver and gold, which you're supposed to eat. So it is so positive for our health. So in Dhanteras, it's one of the reminders to bring gold close to you. But the real ritual was to start eating in gold and silver. And also, because it is the end of the financial year, the whole profit that you've got, you don't want to spend it away in vanity and evil, what they're saying. You want to, before Diwali, before the big evil comes, put it into gold, invest it, put it into something solid that's useful. So these are small, small messages that we have. When we teach ourselves about investment, we can really get that financial breakthrough. These are all still things which you may know or you may not know, and but things which are generally understandable, that okay, why we need gold and silver in our life. There is something even more deeper, for you to understand, that in our body, in our blood, we need metals. We have iron, we have different kind of metals like zinc. We consume it in different kind of form and different kind of ways. We consume these elements and it creates our system. It's very important to have iron in the system, you know, that in the blood. So we need actually metals. So throughout the cosmic calendar, when earth is moving, it has different effect on different elements on the planet. In this part of the calendar year in north hemisphere where we are, in this part, the cosmic energies are such that the gold is able to completely absorb energy and remit it. Okay, you understand this? Because we are going to go low in energy, we are trying to find new sources of energy, and we bring gold and silver in our contact so we can start taking their energy and somehow maintain our energy. That is the principle of Dhanteras, and that is the principle of money meditation. That is the principle of attracting this fortune and wealth and abundance in our life, to maintain energy. You need to maintain your energy on a daily basis. Whatever help you need, you can drink energized water if that helps you. But gold, silver, precious stones, the only reason we got connected to them, because they gave us energy. And it is very important, and I would really welcome all of you, that if you don't believe even if in investing gold, it doesn't matter. But on Dhanteras, definitely buy a little bit of gold. I'm not being religious or traditional here. I'm still being scientific. Buy a little bit of gold, bring it in your life, because if you compare it throughout the year, at this time, gold is giving out the most energy as the element it is. This metal, gold and silver, it's like you can imagine in the summer, they are consuming energy like water, they are empty, they're consuming like sponge. And in this time of the year, they are emitting energy. If you are ever wanting to buy gold, and it doesn't matter about the price, if you've ever been one of those people, oh, I want to buy gold when it is at the best price, it's never going to be best price. Today's price is the best price. There's no other way of buying gold. You just want to buy it with smile on your face and love for it and with a good feeling. And that's the best way of inviting such an energetic, activated metal in your life. You need to have the right vibration. That is more important than the fluctuation of the price. So you want to go to Dhanteras, you want to go to these shops, or you want to go purchase gold, may it be a coin, may it be a vessel, may it be a glass. That will be amazing if you do that. Get a silver or gold or brass glass and start drinking from it or start eating from it. That's even more better, but any form doesn't matter. Bring that gold, because throughout this northern hemisphere right now, especially, the gold is emitting energy outside, is giving out energy. Understand? If we are going low, metals are going high. When we are going high, metals are going low. Is every element has their climatic and cosmic performance, the way they react. So if you bring gold in your life, silver in your life, in that moment, you're inviting raw energy, and it's a good sign. And when you get these energized metal, when you buy energized metal, you can keep getting energy from it. Gold is not for just the looking part. It has become like that. It has become a market that, okay, you need gold to look beautiful. Of course it looks beautiful because it's giving us energy. It's not beautiful to the eyes, it's beautiful to our subconscious, because the moment we wear gold, we feel it. There is something that has happened. It's a nutrition added to my body. So when I see someone else wearing a lot of gold, subconsciously I know that person is more healthy. That is how it works. And that health becomes sign of beauty. All right. So this is some of the things I want to share. Of course, this is a whole topic and I can go on and on. If there are any questions, you can ask me. Is this concept understood to you? Is this vantage point understood to you? And but this is just an initiation. I want to make your Dhanteras very, very special. And I want you to start this new year, a new year for us here, this new year with a mindset of getting my financial targets next year. Okay. So, all of you who want to commit to yourself, put I in the chat that I commit that by next Dhanteras, I am going to achieve all my financial targets. Come what may, I've understood the system. I've got myself energized. This Dhanteras, I start my journey. And next Dhanteras, I'm going to celebrate it by buying more gold, by celebrating, by making it like a memory of a trophy. The trophy is always golden. It's a resembling of energy. I'm going to bring new energy to me and commit to yourself that I confirm to myself that I understand why there is Diwali. Right now is the darkest time, but there will be light. And next year, I would have taken full benefit of all the energy that's available to me, and I will achieve my target. So this has been my major intention of doing this event, this session with you, to align your mind to your life. We are celebrating and activating Diwali. We think it's about everyone else. Of course it is. All rituals are to bring community together. But Diwali and Dhanteras is really about self-reflection, meditation, understanding your own journey, preparing yourself for the new journey. The diya is the enlightenment inside. The evil is inside you, whom you need to overcome. And these stories are our fascination or motivation, that even a simple man like Ram can take 10 times stronger evil if you just follow your own plan, your own virtue, your own lifestyle sincerely and with integrity. These are the messages we need to take from Diwali. Diwali is not about bursting firecrackers for the sake of it, for the fun of it. It is bursting the cracker inside to wake up. Wake up and design your life, because dreams come true. And if you're not making your dreams come true, you're losing something. There's amazing abundance in the world available for all of us. We have 10 times more money than we had 50 years back. There is enough money for everyone. How can we bring that prosperity mindset into us? Right? You want to become the firecracker. You want to bring come that diya in your environment. It's a symbology. You want to become that metal that gives the energy to people. In this meditation today, I'm going to do something so fascination with you. We're going to go travel in our blood today. We're going to activate those metals in our blood. And we're going to get aware of how our system works, what kind of energy sources we depend on. And we're going to take all that energy and we're going to connect with our gold. And we're going to breathe that energy from the gold and actively, consciously absorb it. Stop this vanity of beauty with gold. It doesn't matter. I'm not wearing gold to show to anyone. If it gets shown, it's beautiful, but that is not the approach. I am wearing gold because it makes me healthy. If you give that kind of information to your mind, it starts taking gold for yourself rather than showing it off and giving your power away and waiting for other people's confirmation. You start understanding this gold is for me and I am feeling more rich and I am feeling more, it's a trophy for me, it's energy for me. And this kind of attachment today in our meditation, we're going to actively realize how this energy is coming to me and how I can appreciate it and be grateful to it. And with gratitude, I can open myself up and receive this energy. So all this information I shared with you was to open your mind, that don't be limited by stories and dogmas that you hear. Diwali, if is nothing else, but it is the time to get enlightened. That is the true message. Enlighten yourself, make a journey, make a plan for yourself. This coming year, you need to achieve your targets. And speaking about planning and speaking about 1 year, anyone who's been, so we have a lot of unicorns, of course, here. Anyone who doesn't know about the unicorn journey, we do a 1 year training called the Unicorn Club. And we invite you to plan your 1 year with us, where we work very closely with you on your targets, on your financial aspiration, bringing this mindfulness. And when you have someone with you, why do we need a guide and mentor? It's because there are so many naysayers around us. There are so many people who are ready to take our energy. You need someone who can keep giving you back that energy, keep bringing your focus back onto your target. Because even if you hit a setback, you cannot get stuck. So the lakhs and crores of rupees that you want to earn, it needs an insurance. So having a mentor or a guide with you, a coach with you, helps you keep that insurance that if I am putting 1 rupee and if I'm going to get 100 rupee out of it, then that 1 rupee is an investment, is my insurance. So whoever wants to join this unicorn journey, we are now, today, I'm very, very happy to share my good news and my new journey that we have now launched. Today, we are celebrating the launch of Money Meditation School. Yeah. So I want you to really pray for us and congratulations to us and you. Money Meditation School has been a concept that we've been working on for more than a year. We've been offering money meditations and we've really worked with so many multimillionaires so closely, and so many insights we've got about how this money really moves. Where are the blocks and how do we get over these blocks? That now we are able to completely create a whole education around it. And we need to educate people around money. It doesn't need to become just a need or a greed factor. Money has to bring us happiness. If money is not happy, if you're not happy about money, you're just going to keep struggling. It doesn't matter. The numbers don't matter. Numbers are taught to us in our school and grading system to control us. Numbers don't matter. Is the feeling, the emotion that you have with money. When you spend money, you want to be happy. When you receive money, you want to be happy. You cannot be thinking about money as something that is ruling you, because money is invented by us to serve us, to help us. So, this whole money meditation school is going to be dedicated to help revive and realign people's mind with money, because without financial freedom, you're not able to help your loved ones. You're not really able to do any spiritual freedom. You're not able to grow. You're just stuck. All of us, we feel stuck. The modern world is designed on a financial system. So learn the game and win the game. So that's what the unicorn journey is about, to making your financial dreams come true. And we are opening the unicorn membership for next 2 months. We have around 10 seats that we are opening up. If you're interested, you can say I am interested in the chat, or reach out to us. And all the people who have finished their unicorn journey with us last year, I invite you to renew your journeys, and let's go higher, and let's go to the next level, and let's plan to really make our aspirations come true, because when we have abundance, we are able to share abundance to others. So money meditation school is going to be focused on the single idea of money from different point of views, just like this session, how we can make Dhanteras also give us value and not just become a ritual about vanity or surface level, how we can keep getting deeper meanings and deeper approaches to things, so we become sensitive and mindful. All right. So I hope it was an amazing session. If there's any question, I'm ready to open. I'm open to answer. And if there's anything you want to share, how was this session for you? Also, let me know. Are you getting value out of it? Did you realize something? Was there any insight that you had? And is there anything change? Is there anything new that you're going to do from today? Can you promise yourself do at least one new thing from today? Look at something new. So you can put new in the chat if you got some new value, some new understanding, and you are ready for this new year with a new mindset. So I invite yourself that from this day, I'm going to start a new journey. Forget about all the past. Forget about all the reasons, all the excuses, all my limitations, all my blocks, all the external factors. And I forget about it from today. And I'm going to move towards the light. I'm going to move towards my victory over my evil of my limitations. And I promise myself that by next Dhanteras, I have done it. All right, my friends, I'm really, really happy to be with you. I'm very proud of you. You take the time, you put the energy on your growth. 1 hour to help yourself goes a long way. We are so much trained to give 3-4 hours to our stomach. We sleep 5-6 hours for the body, for the eyes, even to our brain. We're giving some rest, but we're just not giving anything to the mind. How much hours or how many minutes do you give to your mind? Think about it. We don't listen to the mind. 24 hours we keep talking to it. Do this, do that, remember this, how was that, what was his name, how did he say this to me, how can I solve this problem? Talk, 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 talk. In 24 hours, if 24 minutes also, if we can sit down and listen to this amazing mind who actually has all the answers, that goes a long way, and that brings the kind of impact you're looking to create in your life. Okay. So if there are no other questions, if there's nothing to share, thank you so much for all your beautiful messages. Yeah. All right. So I can just summarize the session definitely. Yeah.
Can I share?
Yeah,
I think
please.
today's session was very insightful for me to understand the health point of view of gold, and the gold energizing meditation is something now I'm longing for, because once it is more energized, it will even go even deeper. And I think with this, there's so much transformation possible inside the body, and so many insights came in the entire session. The entire scientific point of view of Diwali was also very beautifully put. The stories also, the way you blended it along with the facts, and then you connected it with how money exactly, like everything, like it was a beautiful insight. And now my mind is so open and ready to energize all the gold with that kind of energy. So waiting for doing that.
Wow. Amazing sharing. Yeah. Thanks, Mimansha. Thanks a lot for sharing and lovely words. And yes, you're absolutely right. It's up to us to energize it. And so open of you to get this value. I'm very, very happy. And anyone else also wants to share? We have a few minutes. How was it for you? Anyone else? Great. Sunita ji is all okay. Pooja, how are you? Great. Anything you want to say? Want to add?
Yeah.
Hi.
Good morning, Roman sir.
Hi, ma'am.
This is, we heard about this Dhanteras, and today we got a clarity to wear a gold is good for your health. I can't speak so much because I got blockage of my nose and throat. So this is a really great. I promise myself by next year is that if I wear gold, it will be for the good health and for. And I have got lot of success with your classes. Every section is to learn. No matter if I repeat also, I do miss something. I say, oh, I've never heard this, So
Okay.
every section I learn and I come up and I try to follow this thing. Thank you.
So much for sharing. Very nice. Get well soon, and very powerful of
Yes,
you to show
thank
up and sending you energy. And yes, this coming year, want to achieve all those targets, all those things that you want to achieve. Yes,
Thank
hi
you.
Maheshji, you want to speak?
Thank you.
Please share. Yeah, you can open your mic. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Romeji. Yeah, it was a wonderful session, and the insights were really amazing. Uh, the uh, the epics, the stories which has been related to our life is actually which I have taken back and have noted about it. The stories of Rama and Mahabharata, it's by itself is the nature of how we live our life. I was able to connect all those things, and every time I listen to you, I keep on having something or the new ideas which is coming into my mind. So thank you for that. Actually, thank you so much. Yes,
Super,
and it was
Mahesh.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, please
yeah.
share.
It was wonderful session throughout, and something or the other keeps on hitting my mind whenever I listen to you. So thank you so much for that.
So it's a commitment that by next Dhanteras, all our targets are achieved. Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Super.
true, very true.
Superb, yeah. Thanks a lot for sharing. Good energy. And I'm very happy that you got values. And you're an amazing student, I know. You are always taking values and learning and growing. So wish you all the best. Wish you all of you the best. Anyone else? Mukunji, you want to share something?
आज से मुझे माइंड इग्नाइट हो गया है और एक दिया लग गया है। क्या दिवाली मतलब क्या है, हमारे अंदर कुछ एक गोल सेट होना चाहिए और अगले धनतेरस तक वो अचीव होना चाहिए, वो क्रैकर से हम इग्नाइट कर सके। थैंक यू।
सुपर ग्रेट, कीप इग्नाइटिंग योर दिया ऑल्सो। सो आज से दिवाली में हम लोग खुद के अंदर का दिया जलाएंगे, राइट? एंड प्रॉमिस आवरसेल्फ कि नेक्स्ट दिवाली तक व्हाटएवर वी वांट टू अचीव, वी आर डेफिनेटली गोइंग टुवर्ड्स। या ग्रेट। Hi Teenam, anything you want to share? Teenam, Pooja.
Hi Romil, hello everyone. Romil, thank you so much for organizing this session. I always look forward for the live sessions. And before Diwali, it is Diwali Dhamaka for all of us. And thank you so much for giving this valuable insight. Yes, I was aware of the background of using golds and food plates. Like at my home, we use kase ka plate, the old type of plates. So we eat food in the kasa plate. So I was aware of the benefit of having food in the kasa plate or gold plate. And sometime back, I had planned to buy Chandi ka thali, which I did not, but I will look forward to buy it this time, Chandi ki thali.
Nice. So maybe this can be the day, the coming up day. These kind of days are a reminder for us to take action, right?
Yes. I always believe that these all festivals have very strong reason for the humanity to survive in a better way for the betterment of health, power, everything, spirituality. These all festivals have huge reasons for being like in existence.
Right.
And thank you so much for bringing that up with all of us and sharing your valuable insight, the deep insight, which hardly people talk about nowadays. And happy Diwali to everyone. Happy Dhanteras to everyone.
Great. Happy Diwali to you also, and happy Dhanteras. And thank you so much for your words. And today in the meditation, we're going to do something amazing. We're going to energize the metals within us. And I'm going to teach you. Of course, we spoke about getting energy from the gold. Today, we're going to put energy into gold and energize this gold. Yeah. So, Pooja, you want to share something before we go?
Yeah, hi Romel. Actually, it was an awesome session. Like, never given a thought why Dhanteras is being celebrated and why are we doing all such things. And with respect to gold and silver, like I always think, how does it matter if you buy it today? Like you can buy it any day. So much crowd in the market. You should not be going out. But today, like I'm able to relate it why it was a forceful thing from our parents to know, go buy something good for you. So, and the energy concept that, okay, yeah, actually in the winter time, things are in a different direction. So I got quite good ideas for my kids also. So let them explain that why are we doing these things, why these things happen. So it was an awesome session. And it's just like opening of the Gyan Chakshu kind of a thing. So thank you so much.
Great. Thanks,
Yeah.
Pooja. Thanks, lovely sharing. And yeah, I mean, what we learn is exactly what we share to the next generation. So it's our responsibility to make ourselves more informed, to get the right knowledge, so that we are not just passing on rituals mindlessly and karna hai to karna hai. That
Right.
doesn't give any value. No? So when we get mindful, when we are conscious, we are able to absorb the real quality or the real essence of it. So I'm very happy you're all getting the right reason, the right value, and the right as approach to all these energy cycles and all these things that we want to do. All right. So this Diwali, make sure you become the Diya and not be inspired by the Diya outside. You become the Diya and light the Diya inside, and you spread the illumination outside. It's called enlightenment. There is a reason of choosing that word. Just think about it. It's enlightenment. It's enlightenment. So each Diwali, you want to actually just, whenever you see that diya, you make a brain trigger for you that how can we enlighten ourselves. So I will just summarize for you the whole session. Yes, definitely. So to summarize the whole thing, you want to understand one part, that all the rituals we have are very important. Most of them, especially the ones that are carried forward from thousands of years, have got more geographic and climatic reasons than the religious aspect to it. Religious stories are amazing. We should believe in it. There are different ways of approach. and we don't want to talk about that. But they are fascinating and colorful stories so that we can remember it. If I don't tell you the story, then you will not remember it, because that's how the brain remembers it. But we want to always get the moral of the story, right? We've been taught, after listening to the story, what is the moral of the story? So the moral of today is that gold, silver, or even brass, gold and silver, we have realized, are called precious metals. You know that it's called precious metals. Why? Because they give us energy. So that's why they're precious. Okay. So, but even brass has that same quality of giving us energy, and it is a fundamental part of our body system. So, Dhanteras started as something from the ritual of Dhanvanti, the symbology of Dhanvanti, that is Ayurveda or health. In Ayurveda also, we are using gold and silver as part of the medicine. We are taught to eat in brass plates or gold plates and silver plates. In fact, earlier, your social standing, your financial standing was on the basis of the plate you had. The peasants and the workers will have the brass plate. The ministers will have, or the spiritual gurus will have a silver plate, and the kings will have a gold plate. I don't know how many people know this. So the earlier economic division was done on this basis. It was so important. So these precious metals are considered to be part of our daily diet, should become close to us. And in this time of the year, the energy starts to go low. So we are trying to get energy from all the sources that we can. So we are bursting a firecracker to get up early in the morning. Again, I want to remind, it's not about bursting firecracker at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock to wake up people when they're asleep. It was, the idea was to get up at 4:30, so the blast and a single firecracker. But the idea was with a big bang, so that we wake up and we don't get too much into the cold and curl up in one corner and don't come out, and actually to keep alive. The whole idea was to inspire to keep alive, all right, to keep focusing on being alive. So the firecracker aspect is also energy. The diya is also energy that stay awake throughout the night. The whole point of diya throughout the night is you stay awake with it. You stay alert. You stay awake. Don't let the coldness catch you. So how we can use that in the modern day? Don't let the negativity around you catch you. You keep your own diya burning inside. You have your affirmations. You have your meditations. The meditations that we do is as good as igniting a diya every day in your own mind, so that you are able to burn off any negativity, or when people around you with low energy. See, water will always flow from high to low. If you are going high in energy, people who are low in energy, they want to suck your energy. Not they have bad will or anything. It's just science. We feel that, अरे ये मेरे साथ कितना energy ले रहा है, and this people is negative to me and they're stopping me and they're blocking me. Sometimes they're even your close people, but not necessarily they do it consciously. It's just low energy people will always feed on high energy people. You want to be ready for it, not distressed or hurt by it. It's always going to be the way. But you want to keep yourself on high energy, that you can do. So the diya is a significance of being on high on energy. Every morning you do meditation, you start your day with meditation. Again, put the diya on, again, put the diya on, again, put the diya on. This Dhanteras is about doing an audit of your financial year. This Dhanteras is about making a commitment for the next financial year. What are you going to achieve? Making a financial plan. And most importantly, this Dhanteras is a reminder of the metals around us that we can use. Gold, silver especially are emitting highest energy at this point of the year. So if you ever wanted to buy or think of buying, this is the most wonderful time. You always want to buy energized things. You don't want to buy things from their price tag point of view. In fact, a rich mindset is to stop taking discounted things or things which are discarded. You want to get out of that. You are millionaires. You don't want to take things which are losing energy. By saving some money, but wearing that shirt throughout, you're actually sucking energy out of your life. You want to change that. Of course, it's easier said than done, and that's why we need to work on it every day. But you need to have a profit mindset. So by buying energized gold, even if it's the most costliest in the year, you tell yourself that I am buying energy. I am buying richness. I am rich. And to put all your profit of the year into gold was a symbology earlier, is the same right now. You want to invest your money. You don't want to use your profit and expend it before the evil comes, or before, because the next 2 months is going to be dark. You can just spend your money any which ways. So the idea was to trap it into gold or invest it into gold. This all small reasons, and there are really so much more I can share, but this is enough to open your mind and prepare for our meditation. Today we're going to energize the metals within the body. This meditation we've never done before. It's going to be very, very powerful. We're going to flow within what is really precious, that is our blood, to understand how these metals really affect us, how can we energize ourselves, and we're going to use that energy to energize the gold around us and make it a big circle of energy that can keep feeding each other. All right. So if there's nothing else we need to ask or answer, we can go ahead and start with our meditation. So thank you all of you, and prepare for your meditation. Make sure you have some piece of gold, if not all of it. You can bring all of it, but it's not that important. You just want to first learn it. And this session, I'm going to be keeping for the unicorns, especially this recording will be available for you to do it tomorrow. And any one of you who's been thinking of renewing your unicorn journey or want to start your unicorn journey, definitely this Dhanteras, you can commit yourself. Commit yourself to get 100 times result of your action, and make yourself accountable by keeping a guide or a coach to really remind you where you're going all the time, every day. We show up every day. So keep something precious around you, a gold, silver that you want to activate, you want to learn to activate. You want to learn how the flow of energy will go, and you want to get prepared, find a comfortable place, and we're going to start with our meditation. All right. If possible, get a earphone. I'm going to be playing a very unique sound in the background. For some people, it might not be audible. So if possible, get a earphone on and stay completely connected to my voice for the next 15 minutes. And we're going to do this meditation. All right. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds if you need to prepare. And all of you, the rest of you, find a comfortable place, relax, and find a position that allows you to focus for the next 15 minutes. You can fold your legs, you can stretch your legs, but just find a comfortable place that allows you to focus for 15 minutes. Right? And we begin with our meditation.